Hi guys, my name's Iris. Welcome back to my channel if you're a returning watcher or subscriber, and welcome here if you're new. I have not uploaded a video in a little while, but today I came on here just to give y'all another story time about how doing things for the plot and just because it was my birthday or birthday weekend caused me months long of drama and just a lot of stuff that could have been avoided if I just didn't go out one specific night, or if I didn't just just little things. None of this would have happened and I wouldn't even be here telling you this story. But like I always say, if something happens in my life, I'm gonna turn it into content if I can, okay? So get your snacks, sit back and relax, or do your makeup with me, whatever you want to do. But I'm gonna be getting ready for my friend's birthday brunch today. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this story. So the beginning of the story takes place, like I said, around my birthday. My birthday is November 11th, 11/11. Let's just say I was really taking YOLO, the term YOLO, serious at this time in my life. I was doing a lot of things just because, and I was just, I don't know what minds, I don't know. I can't really explain it. I just know I was doing whatever I wanted, which is not good, which is not good. Okay, let's just say my birthday was on a Sunday. We went out like almost every day. Like we went out the weekend before my birthday and the weekend after. I believe we were still celebrating, and we were going out during the week of my birthday as well, like me and my friends. I believe it was like a Tuesday. I was at this bar in Dallas and I was with my friend, and we were the type to be very social. Like if we go out, people try to talk to us. As long as they're being respectful, we're gonna entertain the conversation, you know what I'm saying? Not like a overly going, but like just like I'm cool enough I can have a conversation, and if it gets weird then I'm gonna let you know I'm not messing with it. I believe we were like on the patio of the bar and we got invited to come and sit down at this table inside, right? This is where it all begins, bro. If we just never went to this bar, or if we just never sit down at that table that night, I feel like none of this stuff would have happened. We go inside, we sit at this table. It's like one dude, another female, and two dudes, right? And then mind you, it's me and my friend, and she's a female. We go sit down and oh my gosh, I got concealer on my lashes. I'm getting a little up close and personal right now, but we sit down, we're talking to these three people or these four people, and we're having a good time. Like we start drinking with them. They got towers, and if you don't know what a tower is, it's like an 80-ounce like drink you can order, and you just share it with like a group. And some bars have like a minimum amount of people that you can have in order to order one because it is like a lot of alcohol to consume. So if you get the gist, they have a tower. They ask us if we want to finish it with them. We're like, sure. So it's not weird for people to invite you to finish towers at this specific bar because like everybody's just very friendly. It's very like I don't know how to explain the vibe there, but everybody's very friendly to each other. And I'm conversing with the two dudes, right? And well, the first guy, he's talking to me and I'm getting like the vibe he's trying to talk to me, like get at me. I don't know why, like that's the vibe I was getting. And he had followed me on Instagram like a couple weeks before that, and I didn't follow him back, and I recognized him from that, but I don't know if he like knew that I recognized him. Like I knew that he followed me and I never followed him back. I kind of stopped entertaining like the conversation with him, and then his friend starts talking to me, and this is the guy. So I'm gonna name him Jay. So Jay starts talking to me and he's giving like, I don't know, like flirty vibes. He's sitting really close to me and we're taking pictures and stuff at the table, and like he's like on me, and like it's just giving friendly, like, you know what I'm saying? And we're having like a real ass conversation in this bar, and he knew how old I was, and I was a little younger than him, and he knew that. Keep that in mind. It wasn't even anything crazy. I was turning 20 and he is he was 23. He just turned 24. So he was kind of old, okay? Not gonna lie. So Jay's talking to me, right? And we're having a good conversation. I don't even know how the topic of church comes up, but like that's crazy. We're talking about church at the bar. But like we were having a good, genuine conversation. I'm like, okay, like I was vibing with him more than I was with his homeboy, okay? And then me and my friends Ubered there that night because we were like, okay, if we're gonna drink, then we're gonna be responsible and not drive, right? And we are talking about like how we're getting home because it's getting closer and closer to the bar closing. They close at 2 a.m. It's probably like 1:30, 1:40 at this point. So we're like talking about how we're gonna get home. And we're talking about who's gonna pay for the Uber, who's gonna order it, all that stuff. So he overhears me telling my friends like, I'll order the Uber if y'all just send me like this and this. And he was like, I can give y'all a ride. And I was like, are you sure? We all live in like different areas. And he lived in a completely opposite area than us. And so he's like, yeah, I got you. And like something just told me to trust him. Like, I don't know, I always trust my intuition. And something told me that I was safe to ride with this man, even though I just met him, and let him give me and my friends a ride home. So we went, and everything was chill. He wasn't driving crazy. He started to speed a little bit, but like that was kind of expected. Knowing his forte and choice of career, if you know what I mean, and I'm not even gonna get into that, but that's a whole nother story in itself. So this man's taking us home, everything's good. We drop off both of my friends, and then it's like, now it's time to drop me off, and he's just like asking me if I'm gonna see him again, and telling me he wants to see me again after this, and that he really vibes with me and all of this. Like, I don't know, he was just talking a lot. I was like, okay, like this guy's acting genuine, and he seems like he's genuinely interested to talk to me outside of the bar. And I'm like, I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm always like open to the idea of a relationship going on forever and like it leading to marriage, because that's always what I've wanted. So I go into relationships with the thought of like, this could be somebody that I'm gonna be with, you know? And so like he was giving me like, oh, he's being genuine, he might want a relationship with me. So I was like, okay, I'm willing to hang out with him again. And so he wanted me to come over to his house that night, and I was like, no, I don't do that. I just met you. And so he was just like, okay, I respect that. What if tomorrow, like, I pick you up when I get off work, and then we can go back to my house and I'll cook you something, we can watch something. And I was like, okay, bet, like I'm down. Like nobody has ever invited me over and told me like, I'll cook you whatever you want. Like he told me, just tell me what you want to eat and I'll make it. And I told him, he was like, okay, bet, let me just make sure that's okay with my homeboys that live with me. And I was like, okay. He texts me back, he tells me that his homeboys are like, that's good, like they're down to eat that too. Keep that in mind, because later on in the story he tries to say that he didn't cook for me. Just listen. So the next day, like literally I'm so excited. Like I literally wake up early, like 10 or 11, and I start doing laundry so that I can have all my laundry done and I won't like feel like I'm prioritizing hanging out with somebody instead of cleaning my room and doing my laundry, you know? So I made sure all of that was done before he came to pick me up. I packed a little spend the night bag. I showered. A girl was ready to like hang out and like just be around somebody, because I haven't like I hadn't opened up and let somebody in like that in a while. Actually, I was talking to somebody at the time that I was messing with this dude, but the guy that I was talking to was at his college campus going on 2-mans and doing Lord knows what. So I don't even feel bad for like going on this extravaganza the week of my birthday and just saying F it because it's my birthday. Like I was doing so I was not even like, it was like, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna do that, you know? Like that was my thought process. Like, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna do it for the plot, you know? Like, and that was my mood the whole week of my birthday. Might as well have been the whole month, actually. He tells me like, oh, I'm on the way, and I was like, okay. something about like, can we stop at Starbucks on the way to, like, when he picked me up, because the drive is like a 40-50 minute drive from my house to his house. I was asking like, could we just stop there so I could get maybe like a little snack or a drink and I'll be fine till he cooks later, you know? And he was like, yeah, that's fine, we could go. And I was like, okay. He picks me up, we head towards like his town or his city, whatever you call that place, and we stop at Starbucks and we stop at Walmart, and he gets everything that he needs to cook this meal, right? That the one that I asked for. And he's being so sweet. Like, that's why I'm genuinely confused. Like, how do guys start off so sweet and then they be like the most horrible person ever? He gets everything that we need. And like I said, he was being very sweet in the store. Guys, I feel like my makeup is separating. I never use this primer with the Too Faced and it looks actually bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm taking this off. We check out at the Walmart and then we go back to his house. Everything's cool. We go inside. He shows me like a little room tour of like his room, where the bathroom is and everything. And so like Mans is in, he turns on Netflix for me. I'm watching my show or watching whatever I'm watching on the TV, sipping my Starbucks drink, calling my best friend like, girl, I'm at his house, he's cooking for me. Like, I'm just telling her all the tea. Like, I'm telling this other girl too. Mind you, this girl, keep her in mind. I'm gonna name her A. So A, while I'm at the store, she's on my close friends, and I talk hot shit on my close friends, on my spam especially. So I'm over here talking about this guy's about to cook for me, like blah 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 blah. Like, she knows, and then she knows who I'm talking about. It's apparently he's like friends with her ex or something. And so she was like, girl, I'm just gonna warn you right now, like that dude is like, he's like no good. He's like, the people he hangs out with is just like no good. And like, I'm just thinking she's just saying all this because of her ex. Like, I'm like, girl, like, tighten up. I'm just here for the free food. I'm just here for a good time. Like, y'all know I'm such a for the plot ass girl. Like, at that time I was such a for the plot ass person. And so I was just doing what I wanted to do. Like, it was my birthday week. So I'm literally just like I'm just laying there on the phone with my friend, talking hot shit. I'm on my close friends talking hot shit. And this girl's like, she's like, oh, like he hangs around these people and he has these girl best friends, like they don't play, like there's some crash outs. Like, she's trying to tell me all of this and I'm like, girl, whatever. Like, I'm just here for the plot. Like, girl, I just want my Cajun chicken pasta and I'm out of here. He brings me the food, we sit there, we eat, we watch a movie, and everything's good. Like, everything was fine. We literally didn't do a single thing but kiss, and like he didn't even try to pull a move. So I was like, okay, like maybe he's actually gonna go. Like, I love when I can be around a guy and they're not trying to, like, you know, undo my pants. The next day he tells me he has work at like 7 in the morning, or like something really early. And I wake up at like 10 and he's still next to me. So he told me like, even when like he was gone, I could stay there and he would come back after work and we would go do something later, whatever. So I'm thinking I'm gonna wake up and he's gonna be gone. He's still there. And I wake him up and I'm like, didn't you have work? And he was like, oh, I called in. And I was like, okay. I was like, oh, he called in so he could stay with me. So cute. We go back to sleep and then we wake back up and he's like, we're going to Houston. I was like, what? But like I told y'all, like, this point in my life, I was such a for that plot ass person. So, and it was my birthday week, so I was just like, fuck it, like, we just went. And so I called my friends and I'm like, look, bro, I'm going with this guy. I'm gonna have my location on. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm fine. Like, I think I'm okay. And then they're like, okay, like, are you sure? And they're just like, girl, what? Like, he cooked for you and now he's taking you to Houston? Like, oh my gosh. And I'm just like, yeah. Like, I was just like, oh, I like him, he's so cute, whatever. Like, you know how bitches be. We're on the way to Houston and I can't remember what he said, but he was just telling me like, oh, I have like a stalker. Like he starts telling me something about he has a stalker. And I was like, what? Like, and he has kind of a big presence on social media and like in the car world. So, you know, like I kind of wasn't that surprised, but like, why do you have a stalker? You know, like you're not that intriguing. So we talk about it, whatever. I forget. We go to Houston. We literally go and come back literally in the same day. My friends, it was a Thursday, and if you live in Dallas, like, you know, like Thursdays everybody's going to the same ass country club. It's called Red River. So it's Thursday. My friends are calling me like, bitch, are you coming? Like, what time are you coming over to get ready? And I'm like, I'm literally an hour away. Like, I'm an hour away, because where he lived, it was already 40-50 minutes away from where I live. And I'm still not even back from Houston. These girls are calling me like, am I pulling up tonight? I'm like, I don't think so. And now I'm geeking, so I think I'm staying the night again. He was just telling me like, oh, do you want to stay the night again? And I was like, yeah, I'm down. And so I can't remember what we did that night. Like if we got food, or yeah, we got food. He didn't cook that night. But we just went back to his house, watched movies. It was really late when we got back. It was like 10 or 11. So everybody just went in the house and just crashed. And then in the morning, this man tells me he needs to go to LA the next day. I don't mess around and found myself a road runner. Friday morning, we're like in the bed talking, and he's telling me he's buying a flight. So I'm like, okay. He books the flight, he gets up, he starts getting ready. Like, man put a whole ass Nike tech on. He had his little side bag, his little fanny pack, and he was ready to go, like just like that. And I was like, oh, okay. So his homeboy is gonna take him to the airport, so he was the one that was gonna drop me off at home. So we ride so they can drop me off, and that was that. And then he tells me like, oh, he was telling me he was gonna make it back so he could go to the club with me on Saturday, because like I told you, this is a whole week span of lore. Or no, it's Friday night, and he's telling me he was just gonna come back to Dallas like we did from Houston, just like go and come back. And I'm like, okay, because I thought like even if he did end up staying the night, like he would make it back to like go out with me, which is like, that's kind of, I don't know if it was like dumb of me to want him to make it back to go out with me, but like it was my birthday. He tells me he's gonna go, and that he's gonna end up staying the night there, and that he's just gonna stay with some of his friends, and he will be back the next day. And I think he ended up getting back like pretty late the next day, and he kind of like didn't make it clear anymore if he was going out, and then didn't really like touch on the fact that we talked about going out together. I was just like, okay. And me and my friends still went out, and we're still like texting. I wish I had the messages from back then. I would literally put them on the screen. If I have anything, I'll put it on the screen. Then he tells me he's going to the same bar as me or whatever, or the same club. And I'm like, okay. And I asked him where he was, and he was like, I'm outside. And then like we're in the same, they have a regular line and a VIP line. The VIP line is on the right side. So we're on the right side of the club going in from the VIP line. And his friend group is like literally feet away from me, like probably like two groups away from me. And I see this man, and he's just like texting me like, I don't know, just being very weird, as if he's not there, you know? So I texted him. He said, where you at? And I was like, I'm outside trying to get in still. And I saw his friend group go in, so I knew he was inside the club. And then I said, I'll just see you when I get in there. I get in there, and I'm pretty sure like I thought like I saw him with a girl or something like that, and I probably did, because he was with some girls. But at that time, I'm not knowing who these people are. And then it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock in the morning now, and I get a request on Instagram, and it says like blah 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 wants to request or send you a message or something like that. And it's like, it says like some girl's username. I'm gonna say her name because I don't know why she texted me. Leslie. She comes texting me talking about I'm Jay's girlfriend, and like, please tell me if y'all went to Houston together. Please tell me this and this. Okay, this is gonna be a little confusing, but in this screenshot, the stalker is texting the ex that texted me, telling the ex, Leslie, that apparently his ex in Dallas is the one that told her that he took me to Houston. Don't ask me why she referred to him as Mamba. I don't know, but just know that this is the message that she got that made her text me. And this is a screenshot of her confronting him about it because, like I said, they were supposed to be fixing things. And here you can see he just completely denies it. And I'm thinking, like, I'm such a girl's girl that I'm thinking, like, this girl is for real. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm texting him, going off on him. Like, bro, do you think I'm dumb? Do you think I wouldn't find out? Like, why didn't you tell me you had a girl? Like, I'm just going off on him. And he's like, bro, what are you talking about? Where are you? I was like, come here right now. Like, we're going to talk about this. Because I'm such a, like, when I'm mad, you finna hear me. Like, we're about to talk this out. I'm telling him, where are you? He's like, where are you? And he's acting like he's trying to meet up with me, right? I tell him I'm by the bathrooms. And he literally dips out of the side door of the club. Like the kitchen door, bitch. Like, and he stops texting me, and then I'm like, where are you at? Because I didn't see him. And in my head, I'm like, he has, in order to get out of this club, he has to come this way because it's close to the entrance and the exit. I was just like, what do you mean you're not inside? Like, I was standing right there. I'm like, how did he get past me? Like, how did his whole friend group get past me? Yeah, he went out the side, I guess. And we just start arguing or whatever. I'm calling him. And then I literally had church the next morning. And I go home, I lay down. I argue with him till like 5 in the morning. And then I go to sleep. I get up for church and we're still arguing. And this girl is still texting me, asking me questions and for proof and stuff. And I told her the whole story of like everything. Like, I met him at a bar, he took me to his house, he cooked for me, all of that, blah, 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 blah. I told her everything. And then she turns around, she's like, thanks girl for all the information. We're not actually together. We broke up in October, or we broke up in June. It was like one of the J months, June or July. And then the last time I saw him was in October, this and this. So he didn't even see her in LA when he went, like I was thinking he could have. And this girl just fronted to me like they have been talking, like they have been together like recently, so she could get all this information out of me and go and like use it against him, like make him feel like such a bad person because I guess they were supposed to be getting like fixing things. And like I told y'all, this all happened in a span of a week. I just met this guy, so I don't know what he had going on before he walked in the bar that night, and he didn't know what I had going on because I was literally talking to someone that time as well. And if people watch this video and connect the dots, they're going to connect the dots, and I'm gonna look like a bad person, but that's okay because I never cared. We move on, and I basically just like stopped texting him or whatever. And then I had one of his jackets, and we're also still in the same friend group of people that are going out together in a little group chat. And then he came to my Friendsgiving, and then he kind of like tried to check me for apparently, like he said he saw me with somebody. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said he saw me with somebody at the Friendsgiving. And I don't know, I don't recall. That's what my lawyer told me to say. He comes to the Friendsgiving, and I think I posted something at the Friendsgiving because like I'm gonna post a little gathering. I'm gonna post like I always do. That's just like, I feel like a lot of people are like that. And so I go to post something, and he literally tells me to delete it because you could see him in it, and he didn't want like his ex to see this. And like apparently he said like the stalker, remember I mentioned the stalker earlier? Apparently his stalker would see stuff on my story or will see stuff and send it to his ex. And I don't understand why it's such a big deal if it's his ex. That's what I kept saying to him. I was like, I don't know why you're tripping if it's just your ex. Like, if you want to get back together with her, like, say that. And he never would want to say it. And yeah, so I meet up with him to give him his jacket, or actually he pulls up on me while I was with my friend at this bar, or at this restaurant actually. And I'm thinking like, okay, we could talk, like maybe we could talk this out, because he got mad at me because he thought that I just like flat out just told this girl all this stuff. Like he felt offended or like disrespected by the fact that I just told her all this information instead of talking to him first. But I'm the type to always believe a girl, and he didn't like that. Either we talk like we were talking before, or we don't talk at all. Like he was trying to say we could be friends. I was like, no, I'm not talking to you. And then we were in the same group chat, like I said, and things just got kind of awkward sometimes, but we all still went out together, and I still had it back in my mind, like, oh, like he might stop messing with his ex one day, and like we'll mess with each other. Like he's gonna be there, he's gonna be around. Okay, so fast forward to like September, I would say. I think that's when the girl I named A, she works at another bar in Dallas, and she's telling me like, oh, or she's telling me my other friend and posting about the fact that the bar she works at is hiring waitresses slash bottle girls and bartenders, and they're hiring busboys. They're probably hiring a motherfucking DJ too. I don't know, but so she tells us about that, and then I see them posting, and I was just like, okay. At that time, I think I was getting less hours at the job that I work at, the hospital job, but I don't know, like I also always just like thought like it would be fun to be a bottle girl, and at that time I was going out a lot, and I thought like if I can hang till 6 just for free, I might as well do it on the clock, you know? So me and my friend are like, if you'll do it, I will do it. So we just like, we text the owner of the bar, we let her know we're interested. We're not 21, but she's like, we'll make an exception for y'all, because like both of us had good credentials, and then my other friend, she had worked at this club before, so they were like, okay, y'all are good, come in on this night at this time, y'all can wear this, y'all can't wear this. We're like, okay, bet. It was just a lot of things that weren't made clear from the beginning, so we had to ask questions along the way. And like, to me, that's how you know something is not thorough, when you have to ask questions along the way. So I was just already getting like some type of feeling about that, like this is kind of ghetto, this is kind of not organized. And then mind you, the owner told me to go in. This is not like, I don't even want to say the place, but I love the owner of this place. She is so sweet. And she's only like 21, and she's on her boss shit. So I have a lot of love and respect for her. It's just like, she wasn't there the night that any of this happened, so I can't really like, you know, there's nothing I can really say about her. There's a lot that I can say about everybody that was there though. Just that first night I had bad vibes, because we pull up and like the other bar manager or the other manager, whoever she is, she's like, they're looking at us like they didn't expect to see us in there. And then they just like, you know, like it just felt the vibes were very off. And the lady was like, or the girl, because she was probably like the same age as me, she was like, oh, she didn't tell me y'all were coming, because we told her, the owner told us like we're good. And she was like, she didn't tell me y'all were coming, and unless she says that y'all are good, then y'all can't work because y'all are under 21. We're like, bruh, it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't get a hold of this girl. She's clearly off the clock and not working tonight because she didn't want to. I didn't want to text her and bother her. I texted her, I'm like, hey, we just got here, and the girl's telling us that they didn't know we were coming, and that we got to take it up with you, and if not, that we can't work tonight. But I just drove almost 40 minutes, so we're gonna need to make something shake, you know? I can't remember what we did for her to like chill out and like be like, okay, y'all can stay. I don't know if the girl ended up answering us eventually or what, but she let us stay. And she was like, y'all can't get paid the flat rate or like the nightly rate tonight because y'all showed up late. But moving forward, if you come before, I think it was 1 a.m., then you get your guaranteed 100 or 150, whatever it was. She was like, y'all can stay, y'all can work tonight, but y'all can only make tips. So we stayed, and just our first night, we already had a good night. We sold a couple bottles, like we sold those couple of bottles, served a bottle, and then we served another bottle, and then we sold this dude a couple bottles. And this dude, we're gonna call him, I don't even know his real name, we're gonna call him Johnny. So Johnny, I don't know what his problem was. He got really drunk this night. I don't know what he had going on at home that made him come out and spend the money he did, but he came out and we were having a good time. And then he was trying to flirt with my friend, and my friend has a boyfriend, so she was not going for that. He was just kind of like touching on her and getting mad that she wasn't entertaining him. And then she went to the bathroom, and he was like, what's your friend's problem? And I was just like, she's fine, she's chilling, she's just working, like she's fine. He was like, oh, okay. And then he told me he wanted to order something else, and he started trying to like touch on me, and I was like, oh no, we're not doing that. Then I told my friend about it, and she was just like, yeah girl, like he's weird. And then we just kind of like wanted to like be done with the situation, but we had to stay late in order to like get our money or whatever. At some point in this night, I don't know how it happened, but he put the guy that was like spending money with us like the most, he put his keys in my purse or Elena's purse, somebody's purse. I think just we had one person we're sharing that night. He put his keys in there, and I don't know why he wanted us to hold it. The man was wearing jeans, but he could have like put them in his pants or something. I don't know. Just keep that in mind. We had his keys, and he's still like talking to us and stuff. And he posts the video that that he took of us serving his bottle. I guess that's where this also like spiraled downhill. Before we leave, I was just complaining about how I didn't want to go back. Like I told the girl that was trying to tell us that we couldn't work. I just drove almost 40 minutes, so I'm about to make my money. I was like, oh, like I don't want to drive. Like we're gonna leave at 5 in the morning, probably not even get home till like 6 or 7 because morning traffic in Dallas. Like I was just complaining, and he was like, how much is your gas? And I was like $30. Like I'm really lowballing. Like I didn't think that he was gonna like even wanna, like he's talking like that. I'm like, he's probably gonna send me something, but I'm not even gonna like, he just spent so much money, I'm not gonna have him like send me nothing like that, you know? He was like, oh, I'ma double it. So bro's trying to stunt, right? And he's like, I'ma double it. And he sends me $60. Okay? Keep that in mind. This man willingly sent me $60 because he was trying to stunt. And I was like, okay, like big baller, like you got it like that, do that. Me and my friend, when we left, we got gas, we got Taco Bell. We were really living off that 60, okay? Then we get like 10 minutes away from my house. And mind you, it was like a 30-40 minute drive. She's like, whose keys are these? And she opens the purse, and I was like, I don't know. And then I'm like half asleep. Like, it's down there 7 in the morning. I said, did he text you? Because he got our Instagrams. We were like, if you ever want to come back and sit with us, let us know. She was like, no, he hasn't texted me. And I was like, okay, then I don't know, like if maybe they're just his house keys, you know? They didn't have like a little thing. It didn't have like a fob. It was just like a key. So we didn't know what it was to. We didn't know like how important it was. And he hadn't texted us. So I was like, I don't think it's his car keys, you know? We get here, we go to sleep, we wake up in the morning, and then I think he texted us talking about like, do we have his keys? And we're like, oh yeah, like do they have this and this on it? And he's like, yeah. And so we're like, okay, cool, we can give it to you. Like I think we were gonna work again that night, and we were like, we can give it to you when we get there tonight. He was like, okay. And then later on he's texting me like, bro, can I please come get my keys, because it's to my truck and I need to get them. I'm like, yeah, of course, but I'm at work, so if you want to pull up here, like they're in my car, and just let me know and I'll come outside. He's like, okay, but he never comes, right? Keep that in mind. I'm chilling, and then in the group chat that I was still in with Jay, they start talking about what's the plan for tonight, and it was a Thursday. And so everybody's talking about go to that club I was telling y'all, that's like where everybody in Dallas goes. They're like, let's go to Red River. And then we're like, well, we're working tonight, like we'll go drink with y'all at the bar across the street, and then y'all can go do what y'all do, and then just meet us at ooh, y'all can just go do what y'all do and then meet us at the bar that we were working at. We literally like talk about the plans or whatever, and then Jay calls me. And mind you, me and Jay have not been interacting with each other at all because of the fact that everything happened, the whole like club thing and randomly going to LA and just like all that other stuff that happened. Like we just did not talk again, and we didn't hang out by ourselves again. He calls me and he's like, oh, what's the plan tonight? Like it was just so weird like for him to call me and ask me that, but I didn't really like clock it. I'm like, oh, like maybe he stopped talking to his ex. Like I was being delusional. I'm like, okay, maybe he like actually wants to hang out with us or something. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's just calling me because he didn't want to call my homegirls. So because it was me and 2 of my other homegirls in that group chat. I don't even know how the topic of the night, like, oh yeah, that video that the dude Johnny posted on his story of us serving the bottle, Jay saw it because he follows him, and it got sent to the group chat, and they were like, who are these girls? They look so familiar. Like our homeboys were clowning us, and they were like, we did not know y'all worked there. And we were just like, yeah, we just started, that was our first night. We're just clowning, like having a good old grand conversation, and I actually don't despise Jay at this time. It gets later, and then we get ready, and Jay's calling me, asking me what's going on, like when are we gonna go to meet them to drink, and where are we going? And I sent him the address for the bar, and then I pick up my homegirl, and then we're heading that way to Dallas. And then like he's just being difficult on the phone and stuff regarding like the bar and all that. And so it gets late and they're still not there, and he was like, bro, you didn't even send me the location. I said, yes I did, and I sent it again. And I was like, well, we gotta go, we gotta head to work, we have to be there before like a certain time. I was like, just let me know when y'all are coming, because they were gonna get a section with us. Like I sent him the sections, I sent him the bottle prices and everything. Like I thought this man was literally gonna book a section and spend some money, okay? I was very wrong. Well, I mean, he was gonna do that, but it just was not gonna be with me, okay? And so we get there, me and my homegirl are like, we're just happy, we're just like vibing. We're like, oh, we're about to serve a bottle, or we're about to sell a section, we're about to have a good time. Like we're just like so excited, and we're telling our manager or like the owner, whoever she, I don't even know what her role was, to be honest, but we're telling her we're gonna sell a section tonight. And so we're not really pressing like getting sales or like working the floor, because we think we're about to have our friends come in and it's gonna be a chill night. Like, you know, like we just thought everything was gonna go like pretty smooth. Time goes by, and then I'm like, where are you at? It's getting later. And then he's just making a, like, you know, some type of excuse or response for whatever I'm saying. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. Like I'm getting weird vibes, but I didn't want to, like, I was just kind of nervous, I guess, because like it was our first time selling a section. I don't know. I called him to tell him to get me a Red Bull, right? Like this is key information. I know it's extra to mention that, but I called him to tell him to give me a Red Bull, and he tells me he's already there, but I'm outside. So, and all the cars that are outside are parked and there's nobody in them. So I was like, what? Like, I was like, well, I'm outside and I don't see him. He was like, why are you outside? I was like, I'm getting something out of my car. I don't really remember how the conversation ended, but I go back inside and I tell my friends, like, oh, like he said he's outside and he's trying to find parking or something like that. And so they're like, okay. I start making a sign, and I turn around and I see him walk in, and he's with his girl best friend, and let's name her Kay. I know of Kay because A, the one that also works at this bar, let's call it the Krusty Krab, okay? The one that also works at Krusty Krab tells me that Kay is in love with Jay, and that they got each other's names tatted one night when they were drunk. I don't know. I don't really know like the whole story. I don't know how much of it is true. I don't know if they were even drunk. I don't know if it was a one-sided love or what was going on, to be honest. But she's the one that even put the idea of anything going on in between them in my head. So when I saw him walk in with her, I told A behind the bar, I was like, Jay just walked in, he's with Kay, and like he didn't even tell me that he's bringing Kay, you know, like that's kind of weird. And I was like, I'm supposed to like, they're supposed to sit with me, but I don't even feel comfortable like going over there anymore. So they walk in, and I'm just like, I already feel it in my bones, something is gonna happen. I'm telling my friend, and I'm telling my friend that's working, and I'm telling my other friend that's just there. I feel like something's about to happen, but I'm not trying to like trip. Like if everything's peaceful and fine, then I'm chilling, you know, like we're working, we're having a good time. So then they tell me Jay wants to talk to you, and I was like, okay. So I walk over there, I was like, hey, what's up? And I'm thinking he's gonna tell me what bottle he wants or where he wants to sit, because he still hadn't told me. And he was like, my homeboy wants his money back. Johnny wants his money back. What? I was like, what? And he was just like, yeah, like y'all took advantage of him, he was drunk. Like he's really over here telling me like send him his money back because he was drunk and y'all took advantage of him. But in my head, I think the real problem was once he realized that like it was somebody that like I was that okay, I feel like there was some type of hidden agenda or something, or hidden animosity, because of the fact that we served him a bottle and then I messed with him. But I don't know. I don't know what, I really don't know I want to know the underlying reason of why all of this had to occur. I was just like, that's really funny. I'm not giving him any money. Like, I said, well, that 60 is gone. Like, baby, I'll spend it so quick. He was just like, no, like, he's being for real. Da, 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 da. You're gonna need to send his money. That's all he wants. Like, I said, so did you just come here to do this? Like, so he literally just came up there to press me over this man's money, right? And I don't even know why they were just pressing me, because my homegirl was the one that even got the money. My homegirl's the one that gave him my Cash App. If you want me to keep it $1.50, I was not even the reason why we got that money. Like I said, I feel like the girl best friend of Jay, Kay, I feel like Kay actually liked him, or she felt some type of way since the beginning, because of the fact that she maybe knew that we went to Houston together. She maybe knew that I went to his house. And, you know, she just probably knew a couple of things and didn't really like that, because of the fact that they used to mess with each other, or whatever the case may have been. I don't know. She never was able to correct me if I was wrong. So this is where it really starts to escalate. So then he comes to me and he's talking to me, and I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like, you're a man and you came up here to do this? Like, I'm just really talking my shit. And then all of a sudden the girl best friend starts coming to me and she's like, Iris, I'm not even gonna hold you right now. You knew what y'all did was messed up. You need to send him his money right now. I don't care. You need to send him his money right now. And I keep telling her, no, I don't owe him anything. I'm trying to talk. And she keeps talking over me. So I'm like, okay. And then I was just like, look, I'm not gonna do this with you right now. Like, I don't owe anybody anything. Like, I'm working. And I went to walk off, and then this is when she went to grab my hair and like basically sneak me. So now we're fighting, and we fucking fall on the floor. We're all behind the bar. And she did this right after my security walked off and all my friends walked off. This is another reason why part of me believes that this could have been a full-on setup, because I know it was a setup from Jay, no doubt. Like, from his point of view, he did set me up. Like, that man did set me up. But I feel like it was a full-on setup at the bar. Like, I feel like the bar managers were in on it, and possibly the security, because why did the security was there the whole night. The one time that these bitches walk up on me, security just dips. Just leading up to it, one of the bartenders came up to me and told me, oh, you can't be behind the bar anymore, which is like crazy, because I was just talking to the owner or the manager, whoever that lady was. Like I told you, I don't know who she was. I was talking to her. She had some sort of authority there. And I was telling her that like I said, we were getting a section and we're selling a section, blah, blah, blah. And she saw me making a sign and she didn't care. And so when they told me to get from behind the bar, after I thought about it, like later on, I was like, what if they were trying to tell me to go outside of the bar, because they knew that she would be able to come up to me with no problem if I was outside the bar. But since she was not working and I was working, she wasn't able to come behind the bar. She waited till I got to the edge of the bar, if that makes any sense. We were fighting and security grabs us up, and then they carry me outside, and then I don't know, they had her inside for a little bit, and then they brought her outside, and then we're talking, and like I'm trying to tell her, like, bitch, you know this is not the real reason why you did this. You were not sliding for your homeboy. You were not sliding for $60. You did this because you have some type of hidden feelings towards me. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I did, when Jay called me that day asking me what the plan was, I got on the phone talking hot shit about how much money that guy sent us and not knowing that this is one of his friends. That's another mistake I made. Running my mouth, bitch. Running my mouth will always backfire on me. Cause I was just like talking about like how dumb the guy was for sending, like, just like, I don't know. So I guess not knowing that was his homeboy, that's what really set it off, you know? So if you know the whole story in perspective, it makes more sense. So I don't know if the problem was the fact that I was talking bad about him or what, but I know the girl Kay, I know she definitely didn't really, that was not the real reason that she was doing that. We argue at the front or whatever. I stormed back in there. I went back in the club. I stormed back in there talking about how I want my money now, I'm not staying till 5, blah, 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 blah. Get that, go, talk, whatever with the manager. I told my homegirl, like, I'm not staying, like, I cannot work after doing that, like, Mind you, the guy that set me up stayed at the club. He was able to stay at the club even though I told him he's the one that set me up. And he bought a section. That's probably why they let him stay. The girl that I fought also stayed, and she stayed in the section that he bought. Yeah, so like that's what really ticked me off, because I was like, there's no way, like this is so ghetto. It just felt like a setup all around, and I wasn't comfortable at all staying. So I got in the car and I was contemplating whether I call my mom. I tell her, she's mad. It's like 4 in the morning. She's mad. Yeah, so I just told myself, like, I'm mad. Going back in there is not gonna do anything, but like they're probably gonna call the police. I'm probably gonna get pepper sprayed or tased, and then we're gonna be having a lawsuit on our hands. So I just didn't really want to endure any of that. I just drove home and called it a night, and then after that I knew from then on, I was like, I have to get my lick back one of these days. Like, you're not gonna come up into my place of work and just like do that to me, right? The Christian woman in me should have just been like, girl, you need to leave it alone and give it to God, and just do not go sliding for your lick back, because people have nothing to lose these days, especially people that, not everybody that works in nightlife or in that environment is like this, but some people really have nothing to lose and they will be out here acting like crash outs. So you just really need to be wary of those type of people, because it's never worth it to lose your life or to get hurt over something dumb. Like, and so I should have like really just took myself out of the equation and stopped like egging it on. Like, I really wanted that girl's head, like that. I really felt disrespected, and I know that she would feel the same too. And I know that there's a possibility that she will see this video, and I want her to, if you do see this video, or if any of your friends tell you about this or show you this, I want you to really think about your actions and just think about why you do the things you do, and then tell me if it's worth it. Okay, fast forward to now, literally like last week. That night that she pulled up to find me at the place that I was working, her friend was with her as well, and her friend is a bottle girl, and she works at like this bigger club in Dallas. And we all went out recently for my friend's birthday, for Chris's birthday. If y'all seen him on the channel, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. I know that this girl works at this club, but I honestly didn't want any problems. I didn't come here thinking, oh, this isn't this. I went there thinking that there's a possibility I'm gonna see Kay or Jay, because their friend works there, so they might be there. I went there knowing that that was a possibility, and so if I had to fight Kay again, that would be understandable. But I had no problems with the friend. Like, the only thing the friend might have done was talk mess about me with her friend, like, and that's what any friend is gonna do. We pull up and we saw her at the bar that we went to before, but there was no issue. Kay wasn't there. There was no, like, I didn't get set of vibes. I didn't get like a weird vibe. I thought the night was going well. We get to this club and we're having a grand time. We're having a grand old time. And then I don't know what possessed my friend, the girl that was working with me at the bar, the night that girl came to fight me. She was drunk, and she just goes up to this girl and she asked me, she's like, Iris, is this that girl? Like, is this her friend? I was like, yeah, why? And then I realized she was about to press her, like she's about to start pressing her. So I ran to Chris and I was like, Chris, Elena's pressing B, we're gonna call her B. Elena's pressing B about the situation with Kay. And he's like, what? I'm like, yes. I was like, we need to get her. Like, we need to get her. And in this time, I should have just got her, like, right there. And so she's telling her, like, let's take this outside. She's like, no, I can't. I'm on the clock, whatever. And then so she goes to turn around, and my friend just grabs her hair. Boom. They're fighting. So as soon as I turn around, she's already scrabbling. Like, she's already, like, hands, like, boom, 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 uppercut, like, getting her, right? Elena was telling her, you were there when they did that to my friend, so you can get it too. Like, basically, your friend's not here to catch this whooping, so you can get it, is basically what she was saying, okay? And I did not send my friend. This is a official message from Iris. I did not send my friend. She did it on her own. She did it by her lonely. Then security gets them, they're gonna kick her out, obviously. I'm still like wanting to have a good time. I did not want that to happen. So I walked back over to the section we were in and I was like, bro, what do we do? Like, I was trying to go around to get her and then they were stopping me from going. So I was just like, okay, I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna go back to the section and vibe for a second. And then they started saying that security was looking for Iris, and then I was like, my name's not Iris, and then, you know, the whole thing. And then they were like, well, they said Iris has to go outside because she can't come in and she needs to go to the car or something. So I fold and I go out there, right? And apparently she tells them that she fought the girl because her friend fought me. And so that's why they're telling me I need to come outside, and that they start pressing me. And then they're like, okay, you have to go too. And I was like, my friends are in there and I just paid to come in here. Like, first of all, I don't even usually pay to get into the club. So the fact that I had to do that made me really mad that night. And then for you to kick me out, so now my little $23 is not even worth it. Yes, I would be calling the bank. And basically that is how in November, doing things for the plot because it was my birthday got me into a bunch of drama. I never thought going out that Tuesday night was gonna result in my friend getting into a fight, or basically fighting the bottle girl at the club we were celebrating our other friend's birthday at. Like, I didn't think. It's just so funny how things come back around. After all that happened, because I know that y'all probably curious like what happened after. After all that happened, we went outside. Like, eventually we get my other friend, like my best friend, to come outside, and she says that the girl B was trying to fight her too. Like, she didn't. Why is it fuck her for? Like, so she comes outside, and then Chris is just having a grand time. He will not come outside. When I felt bad leaving him there, but I knew that he was gonna get home safe, and I knew that we had to get out of there because either her friends are pulling up to get their lick back, or the cops are on the way. Like, so we got to get out of here. I don't know if I was just paranoid or what, but we had to get out. Yeah, so that's all. There has not been a single update since then. I argued with both of them till like 5 in the morning because I was drunk and they kept texting me, and I was just like, blah, 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 you weird asshole, da, 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 da. Like, it was just a bunch of back and forth. And honestly, for me, it was just a drunk night and it was nothing more. Like, and I didn't send my friend to do that. So it's no problem on my side. I definitely do know bitches is looking for me. So yeah. And if I have an update on the situation for you guys, I will probably make another video. But I pray that there will be no need for an update because the situation is dead. Until somebody wants to have a mature conversation, I will not be conversating with anybody involved in the situation. All right, guys, that's all for the story today. It's been a while since I gave y'all a long sit down video, but I'm glad I did this one because I've been wanting to film it since the day it happened. If you guys have any videos y'all want to see, go ahead and leave that in the comment section. Let me know what your favorite part or funniest part of the story was, or what you would have done, and if you think my friend was in the right for going and fighting her friend, and if you think, what do you think the underlying reason why that girl came to fight me was? Like, if you think she really likes her friend or what, let me know in the comments. And like I always say, go and follow me on all of my platforms, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Guys, I just have a message for y'all while I'm in the bed uploading this. I just wanted to say the overall moral of the story I wanted you to get is, do not trust people that you just met last week. Don't do stupid things just because it's your birthday. As tempting as it sounds, don't do it. Do not go out of the city miles and miles and hours away with somebody that you just met. Leave those choppers, scammers, rappers, strikers, YNs. Leave them alone, please. Just leave them alone because they're gonna do nothing but teach you a life lesson. They will cheat on you, and they will put you through unnecessary things, okay? And they will set you up eventually. Thank you for watching, loves.
High volume. Am I really that much?